Well, good afternoon, East Texas Giving Day friends. This is Holly McFarland with East Texas Communities Foundation. Um, East Texas Giving Day is running full steam ahead. As you guys are aware, we are getting close to the final nonprofit registration deadline. Nonprofits have until March 31st to register to participate this year. If any of you have a friend in your to the true giving season, I will continue to send you guys updates on things that you could or could not be doing that could help with your campaigns. So today I'm and not waste any more of your time. And I'm just really grateful that you all are here today and look forward to a successful Giving Day. So Jordan, take it away.
Hey guys. It is good to be with y'all again. I'm gonna make sure everything's set up. Yeah, really good to be with y'all again. It's funny. I don't know if you're in the office, Holly, but that is Holly's office right there in that building. So we're just a hop, skip, and a jump away from each other. So it's good to be in downtown Tyler, and it's good to be with you guys today. So yeah, this is social media advanced course, and today I'm not going to take too much of your time, but I do want to highlight some things that are just kind of a step further in the social media world that might help your East Texas Giving Day campaign. And so without further ado, I'm going to pull up my slides here and let's see, full screen. There we go. Maybe I'll just, okay, so social media advanced. If you don't remember, or if you weren't in the first one, my name is Jordan Sherrod. I am married to a lovely wife named Rebecca, and we have a 1-year-old girl named Brooklyn. And we've been here in Tyler about 13 years, and just love this area, love the community, and I really do love the nonprofits and the folks like you who are here doing, making a difference in what you do. And so I'm passionate about helping you guys succeed and being here today. I work for M. Roberts Digital. We're a digital marketing agency. We offer, any kind of marketing you can think of. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. So in the basic course, we talked about optimizing your presence and enhancing your content. And so that resource will be available on easttexasgivingday.org. I believe it's org. And there's a nonprofit resources section where you can review that if you weren't available to be a part of it. But today I just want to talk about 4 things that hopefully will enhance your East Texas Giving Day efforts, your campaigns. And the first one is just scheduling posts. I want to touch on Instagram and the value that could hold and then really hit home on live videos and social media boosts. So without further ado, let's dive right in. So scheduling posts, you are going to be really busy around East Texas Giving Day, and it's important to do like live on the day of posts where you're like, thank you so much, we've raised this much money, thanks to you guys, like, here's our next goal, and making sure that you have all those different goals and you're communicating that with your followers is great. And so it's great to do those live things, but it's also good to supplement that and to lead up to East Texas Giving Day with posts that are just scheduled out. So you kind of make a plan. So we're currently 42 days away from East Texas Giving Day. So, make a plan every, 3 days or so, 3 to 7 days, make a post about East Texas Giving Day. Get people aware that it's coming up and that you are going to need their support. You're going to need them to hop on board because now is the time to start doing that. So the easiest way to do that is to schedule out posts. And there are kind of two ways to do that right now. There's the legacy way, which is just scheduling posts on Facebook's backend through the publishing tools. And then Facebook came out with this thing last year or 2 years ago called Creator Studio. I don't really like it, but it is a helpful way for some people. So what I want to do is just go to our Facebook page, Roberts Digital, and good. I want to make sure you guys see my screen. And then go over here. So if you go to your page, your nonprofit's page, and you're an admin or an editor, you can do this. But on the left-hand side, if you're logged in as an admin or editor, you'll have these options on your page. You just click Publishing Tools. And you may already know this, but I just kind of want to show you what the Creator Studio looks like. Because from here, there are two different ways for you to schedule out posts. The first one, if you're just right here, you click Schedule Posts, and you can create a post. And then go through all of this in order to do that. Cool thing now, if you didn't know, Facebook owns Instagram. And so if your Instagram account is connected to your Facebook page through the settings on Facebook, you can actually post to both Facebook and Instagram in one click through Facebook, which is really cool. So if it's connected in the settings on your Facebook page, you can do that. So I can do whatever I want and then schedule it out. And this is still kind of the legacy way. The new way that Facebook's trying to push everything is through this Creator Studio. So if you click that, it'll open a new tab. It's kind of this. It's almost like another site. But here you can just click Create Post again, and then go through all the steps for that, and then you'll have the option to schedule it out. Thank you. So, okay. So you can share it now, or then you can also just click Schedule, and choose the time and the date that works best for you. So those are the two ways where you can schedule out posts. Again, the posting to both Instagram and Facebook people find very helpful, and it's a better way to get the word out to folks on both platforms. So that's scheduling a post. Again, this is it's super important, especially when you're busy, and what you can do is just kind of knock out all these posts in one afternoon and have them scheduled out, up until East Texas Giving Day, and even have a few scheduled and planned on East Texas Giving Day. So that's the first thing. Just wanted to hit home. The next thing is Instagram. So Instagram, is rising in popularity. It has been for a long time. It's a good mix. Everyone just assumes, it's the young people, and there are a lot of younger folks on there, but it's beginning to be just a more generic place like Facebook to be on. So Instagram, if you didn't know, turned 10 in 2020, which is nuts. It still seems kind of new, but it's 10 years old. It's the 6th most visited website on the internet. So very important place to be as a nonprofit. It's very image centric, and it's also video friendly. So whereas Facebook has a little bit more text, Instagram is going to be a little more photo centric. And there are several places to post within Instagram. The first one is your feed, which is just, a normal photo or a video that shows up in your page's feed. So for instance, it's probably going to be small, but on our M. Roberts Digital, I know I'm probably up in a corner somewhere, but on our M. Roberts Digital page, we've got all of these different posts that we've done. It just shows up on your profile on there. So there's that. Then there's your story. And this is the home, by the way, of the original story before Facebook had stories, LinkedIn or Snapchat, all that. And it's just a temporary vertical image that is on there for 24 hours. And you can actually save it, though, to your profile to look at later. But that's a fun one just to keep people updated on what you're doing. There's live videos that you can do through through Instagram. There's Reels. This is a new thing, brand new thing. These are just short videos on Instagram, kind of a TikTok knockoff. But it's just a place to post short videos, and it'll show up as a post as well. But you can do that. And then there's IGTV, which is a way to post longer videos that are longer than a moment. And that's been around a while. It didn't really take off very well, but it's still on there. So if you want to post a longer video, kind of a bio video or who you are video, you can do that. And a 1-minute preview will show up in your feed, and then the rest will play on IGTV. So you just upload it as a normal post, and then the rest shows up there. So should you post on Instagram as a nonprofit? And my answer is sure, why not? But here's some things to consider. Can someone do it consistently and be dedicated to do it? So same with Facebook. You want to be dedicated to posting on there, because if you're just posting once a month, people aren't going to go there for information, for relevant news and relevant stories about your nonprofit. So make sure if you're going to go all in on Instagram that you have someone who's dedicated and able to do it consistently. And the handy thing is with the Facebook, Instagram, posting to both platforms, that can happen when you're posting to Facebook too. So, that makes it handy as well to be consistent. Something to ask yourself, are we able to take photos that we can use, And for most of you, the answer is going to be yes. If you have a smartphone or any phone that takes photos, you're qualified. You can take photos and share them on Instagram. So think about what photos you can take and how you can take them. Is there anyone in your audience, that's 13 to 45 years old? And most of you would say yes, because that's generally who is on Instagram, skewing still towards the younger side. And for East Texas Giving Day, if you're asking, should I post on there? The question you need to ask is, do I already have a following on there? And if you don't, you may not want to push all your energy to Instagram this year, but build up content on Instagram and get consistent on there so that next year that can really be something that you also utilize for this campaign. So that's what I would have to say about, should you post on there. A couple tidbits. Hashtags were made for Instagram. So use them well. Hashtag, we talked about it last time, is when you use the hashtag or pound sign for some of you. And then you say a relevant topic or title, or ET Giving Day 2021, or just ET Giving Day. That connects you to other posts with that hashtag, and people can search. When they search, you'll show up, based on what they search for in the hashtags that you use. So also tag locations. There's the opportunity to tag locations, especially your city, tag people, and then tag other businesses when possible. Because again, this is East Texas Giving Day is a very community East Texas event. And so the more we're tagging each other and using some of the same hashtags and tagging people and getting the community involved, the greater your campaign is going to be, and everyone else in this community's campaign is going to be. So live videos. Okay, so that was Instagram. If you have questions, feel free to ask. It's definitely something for you to look into doing, especially the double posting on the Facebook and Instagram thing. But live videos outperform pre-recorded videos 6-1. So this is mainly on Facebook is where this stat is from. But Facebook selfishly likes to promote its own tools and platforms, right? So if you are doing a live video from Facebook, Facebook's going to be like, oh, look, this is cool, and it's going to want to show it to a lot of people, right? In 2020, everybody was stuck at home, and so live videos on Facebook in the U.S. jumped by at least 50%. So people have come to accept it, come to see it as something that is normal and more engaging. So I really want to encourage you guys this year for East Texas Giving Day, do some live videos, do something fun with your audience on Facebook, because live videos create excitement. They proclaim, they shout, "This is going on now! This is live!" And the cool thing is literally all you need is your phone in order to do this. You can also actually do it from your computer too, but all you need is your phone and the Facebook app. And so let's talk about how we can actually use this during East Texas Giving Day. So actually, Holly sent me this today. This is a fun campaign, fundraiser thing that's going on with a nonprofit that they do. It's like Health Alliance for Austin musicians. So they do like healthcare for Austin musicians, and this is Ray Benson, a popular singer, and this is a live video, and this was today, and they were raising funds. They were raising money for their nonprofit, and the way that they were doing that was by celebrating Ray Benson's 70th birthday, and shoot.
Hey everyone, it's Holly. We have lost Jordan, I think. So give us just a second while we try to get him re-established. Thanks.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes, sir. I think you're back.
Okay. I don't know where we left off. I turned off my video, so maybe that'll help internet speed. Where did you hear me leave off, Holly?
You had just started to show the slide of Ray Benson and the My Ham.
Okay, awesome. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. So yeah, this is something that happened today actually, and so this is a nonprofit in Austin who does health insurance for Austin musicians, which is super cool. But this is going on today, and they were using Ray Benson's birthday, kind of as a excuse, as a means to raise funds, and they got him on here, and it's this real exciting set that they're using here. And when you do a live video, it doesn't have to be this exciting where you go all out and do all these 50 million balloons and stuff. But I love this setup because it's one single angle. It might even just be a phone that they're using, and they have a sticker or something that they're putting on the bottom. But I really want to encourage you guys to utilize live videos. So some things that you can be thinking of now to use for East Texas Giving Day for your nonprofit in live videos is to host like an update or kind of a telethon type video. So maybe, every hour or twice during the day on East Texas Giving Day, you go live and you're like, guys, like you all are doing awesome. Here's where we are with funds. Here's our goal. Please just help us reach it. And when people see that this is actually happening now, they're more motivated to go and to give in the moment. So this is Ray Benson on here. He's a big time star. You might not be able to have a celebrity as big, but you could maybe have a local celebrity, you know, a local chef or mayor or activist or something like that you bring on and get them to talk about what your nonprofit is doing and how it's making a difference. You know, show something fun. Maybe, you know, show some music, do a dance, throw confetti, I don't know, something like that. Giving something away on a live video is always really fun too. And you can kind of lead up to that to get people to watch your live video. Beforehand, you can be like, hey, giving away, you know, a t-shirt at noon, be sure to tune in to our live video on our Facebook page. You know, something like that is just a fun opportunity for you to create excitement, for it to be, you know, real and live and there. And then celebrate an event. Use your 25th anniversary of your, you know, of your nonprofit or the CEO's birthday or something around, you know, the month of March or April or whenever to get people or to get excitement going in your video. And then as always, you want to make sure that in your live videos, you know, you're asking people to give or just to get involved or whatever your ask is. Make sure you remember to say that in your live video as well. Those are just a few examples of how you can use a live video for East Texas Giving Day. Again, it just creates excitement. Facebook loves pushing their own software, their own tools and platform. The performance is 6-to-1 on pre-recorded videos, and videos are the most engaging form of media on social media. So just a real brief how-to, and again, we'll send these slides out so you'll have them. But how to go live from Facebook. This is just on a phone. You go to your Facebook's or your nonprofit's page. You scroll down to live, which is under the create a post. And then you can type in your video's description right here. Type in add a description, and then just click start live video. Now, again, don't be shocked when your face all of a sudden pops up and you're like, oh, okay, wow. And don't be scared either. I know, you know, going live can be really intimidating. But remember why you're doing it. Remember what you're asking. And when people see that you're willing to go out of your way to show something or ask something, you know, they're going to tune in. If you need to flip the camera, by the way, you can just click this right here so you're not staring at yourself. So, and then for Instagram, you go on your app, you log into your nonprofit's Instagram page, and then you just click this little plus, and that's going to bring up this over here, and then you're going to scroll over on the bottom until you get to live, and then you just hit this little button right here, and boom, you're going to go live. So that's how you go live on Facebook and Instagram apps on your smartphone. Again, pretty simple, pretty easy. Don't be afraid to do it. Remember why you're doing it. Have fun. Show something fun, and just know that you are creating a excitement about East Texas Giving Day. And then the cool thing too is after your video is done going live, it is posted to your page. So it's not like oh, well, that was fun and I wasted an hour of my time and now we're never going to see that video again. It's actually going to be on your page and going to live on your page afterwards and continue to, you know, accumulate engagement and likes and impact the community. So speaking of impacting the community and reaching more people, let's chat about social media boosts, okay? So social media boosts are actually different than social media ads, but they're effective in just getting your information out there. You think of it kind of as putting a megaphone in front of your voice as you're talking. It just expands your reach when you have something important to say. So why boosts? We talked about this in the first session, but only 5.2% of the followers of your page on average are going to see your posts. That's not a big percent. And so through boosts, you are actually adding money, so you do have to pay. You're adding a dollar amount to a particular post to be seen more in Facebook users' feeds and stories. It's a way to, you know, turn up the volume on your social media megaphone. And these people do not have to be following your page in order to see these boosted posts. So it's actually going to show up with a little sponsored word underneath it. So what should you boost? What type of posts should you boost? Posts that have, calls to action are great. Stories about people, stories that motivate, stories that move. And then Facebook also likes it when you boost posts that have already done very well organically. So, if you post something, in the morning that's talking about this testimony about so-and-so that came out to your ranch and had a great time, being with the animals. And, it was amazing. It was awesome. And it's this really moving story, and you get, 25 likes and, 4 shares in the first, 3 hours. And you're like, wow, this is doing really well. Well, that might be, and that probably is the perfect post to boost. Facebook's going to be like, yeah, this really is an awesome post, and they're going to want to even share that more with other people as you boost it. So how much should you spend? What are we talking here? The good news is, I know nonprofits typically don't have a very large budget. Maybe you do, and that's awesome. What a blessing. But for a lot, it's like I don't have a ton to spend. But the great thing is with Facebook, you don't have to spend a lot to still reach people. Obviously, the more money that you spend, the more you're going to reach. So that's always the case with boosting posts. But even $15 is great. $100 is good. $300 or more, that's awesome. So just know that that's kind of the ballpark that you can deal with there. And then make sure whenever you set up, well, actually, I have an example on the next page. Here we go. Whenever you set up your boost, that you are actually just targeting a specific area. So here's an example. This is a post on our page. I mentioned this last time. This is me when the snowpocalypse hit Tyler. I took a wakeboard and went out and did some sledding, which was awesome. But this had a pretty good engagement and likes and stuff like that. So this is an option because I'm an admin. I'm just scrolling on my page. This is what I see as an admin. There's this opportunity, this option down here, this button that says Boost Post. So all you got to do is click that. You're going to have the opportunity to choose which button label you have on there. I don't know, that's pretty small, but it says Learn More right now. But you could change that to Call Now, email us. There's a lot of different opportunities that you can do. And then when that is pushed out, below the post, kind of right where this Boost Post button is, it's going to have this button that says Learn More or Call Now. This is kind of where it'll show up, whatever you select in here. And then also other options you have are your audience. Now this is important. Don't just go with whatever they tell you. Make sure you click this little edit button, and then you edit the location. So whether you're in Tyler or Van or Van Zandt or wherever, you can even target by county. Make sure that you are just targeting a relevant area to your nonprofit. Don't just do the United States, because you're going to waste your budget and it's not going to mean anything. If you really feel like you need to just reach your primary, big heavy hitter supporters, you can just target people who like your page, or people who like your page and their friends. So if you feel like that's an opportunity, an option that you should do, go for it. That works too. Duration, it's automatically going to do like 4 or 5 days. The lower your budget is, the less days you should probably do. But if you did $100, you could go through a month, and be totally fine. So that is social media boost. And again, this is just kind of putting a megaphone in front of your voice on social media, and getting the word out there to a greater audience. So those are the main things that I had today. I know that 30 minutes. Hopefully that's great. You can use the rest of the time that we would have had to brainstorm and to think, okay, when should I schedule out my posts? When should I do live videos? What should my topics be, in my live videos? how much money am I going to allocate toward boosts regarding East Texas Giving Day posts? Am I going to post on Instagram? If I am, maybe I need to go to the settings on my page, and I might as well just show you guys because we have some time. You click settings on your page and then scroll to Instagram. There it is. Boom. Am I going to post on Instagram? You need to ask. And then if you are, right here on your settings of your page, clicking Instagram, this is where you're going to be able to connect your page, your Instagram page. And all you need is your login information for Instagram. And there'll be like a little button that says connect. You click it, and then login info will show up. And there you go. You'll have that opportunity. And then next time, when you go into publishing tools like we showed earlier, you'll have the opportunity to schedule to both Facebook and to Instagram. And I think, there we go. So those are the things that you need to be asking yourself now, and maybe do a little brainstorm session with the rest of the time that we have. But I really appreciate you guys joining me for this webinar, and I wish you the best on East Texas Giving Day. I hope that you are able to gather and gain the support that you need, and that you're able to make a difference through East Texas Giving Day. So thank you so much for your time. If you have any questions, feel free to email Holly, email me, and we'll get those answered.
Hey, people, I have one more comment about a way that you could strategize on your social media. So boosting and paying all those extra things are great. But something that you could consider okay, sorry, y'all. I wasn't sure if it was even still recording. Okay. So one thing that I want you guys to consider doing is to reach out to your members, whether it's your board members, your volunteers, your staff, your really great committed supporters, and ask them if they would consider sharing your post on Giving Day. That will help spread your message. So what I would encourage you to do is ask. So I would go ask Mr. Jim. Jim, I know you love the work that we do in our community. I'm going to share some posts throughout Giving Day. Would you mind just sharing them to your circle of influence on social media? The more people that share your content elevates you in the world of Facebook and social media and brings more eyes to your message. So that's something you can do for free that won't cost you anything. And hopefully you can promote and accelerate your messaging throughout Giving Day. All right, this will be posted. Oh, go ahead.
I just want to add to that. I love that. I have some folks that what they do is they've, pre-established a group of committed followers, just like you were saying. And then when there's a very important post that goes out, they text all those people and say, hey, this just went up. Can you go and like it? Because the more actually likes and shares you get in the first 30 minutes or so, the more that post is going to reach organically. So I love that. I'm so glad you brought that up. That's great.
Perfect. So I was going to say this video will be posted on easttexasgivingday.org for everyone to go back and review. I do apologize for the technical difficulties that we have experienced. Again, we are in a webinar fog, I think, from all of the year of webinars that we've all had to participate in, but it's inevitable that because of technology, they're always going to give us a little bit of grief. So thanks for being patient with us and working with us on this. And like I said, I'll get this posted as soon as possible. Thanks a bunch. Well, I guess if anyone else has a question or comment, you can type it in questions. I'll go ahead and monitor those really fast, or you can unmute yourself and you would be able to communicate at any time. Since I'm not seeing a lot of unmutings or anything being typed, I'm going to go ahead and I think close this off. So, okay, thanks everyone. We appreciate it.